Alrighty, so those are your fuel injectors right there. 3, 4, boom. So what we're gonna do, grab some needle nose pliers. Be careful, don't break them. You're just gonna wanna get your needle noses right up on that gap right there. Pull it up. Boom. Now you can see your fuel injectors. Do that to all 4 of them, and you should be good to get those off. Alrighty, so now that your injectors are all unplugged, we're gonna take the fuel rail off, but to do so, we're gonna remove this bad Johnny right here. So I'm just going to unplug this hose right here. Alright, and then you have 4 bolts. One of the bolts I don't have. You have 4 bolts right here, and I believe they're 9mm. So what I have, this bolt down here, this bolt right here, a lot of people remove the valve cover just to get to it, but vice grips, 9mm socket, fits right down in there and you'll be able to get it. So we're gonna start by removing this really quick. And now that those are off, you should be able to just loosen them with your fingers. And this bottom one might be a little bit hard to get to, but you'll make it work. And now slide the bolt right out of there. Keep on doing the bolts. And slide that right out of there. And the bottom one, just going to finger it off. And now this one, you might not be able to pull this bolt out all the way. So just pull it out once it's loose and tuck that back. Don't be afraid to tuck back. Now you have all this room, and these 2 bolts right here and right here are to remove your fuel rail. So we're gonna get on that. It's 12mm. So 12mm goes on, and oh shit. So 12mm, put your 12mm on, break them loose. Oh shit. Obviously, I'm a good mechanic. Break them loose and untighten both of these bolts right there. See if I can get this face kind of hard with one hand. So yep, loosen them and pull them out. Now, once you twist the bolts right out, put them in place. You know you're not going to lose them. I'm just setting them up there because that is. Boom. So put that in a safe place. Alrighty, so now that you have your fuel rail unbolted, we're going to take off the fuel pressure regulator. And to do so, it is 2 10mm bolts, or you can come down below that and just disconnect that hose from it and keep the fuel pressure regulator on. But to get down there, it's a pain in the butt, so just might as well take this off. So 2 10mm bolts are under this hose right here. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, come on. Okay. All right, so 2 10mm, put it on and take it off. And now you may find that it's a little bit hard to get a socket on there with the intake being in the way. You can always pull the fuel rail out to give you a little bit more clearance, and you'll be able to untighten it. So give her a nice little crank, and now that you got them loosened, just give her a couple of ugga-duggas and pull that bad Johnny right out with them bolts. And boom. Now that you have both bolts removed, you can remove the fuel pressure regulator. It might be a little bit finicky to do so. Might have to use 2 hands. But just pull this bad Johnny right off of here and call it good. Alright, so now that you pulled that off, I forgot to mention that this is gonna let fuel go everywhere. So just beware if you have something you don't want fuel to get on, take precaution. But yeah, now that that is out, you should be able to pull your fuel rail right up out of there. You gotta disconnect this hose right here. And you should be able to pull your fuel rail right up out of there. It may be a little finicky to get up out of here, but just gonna want to pull it like that. All right, so I'm just gonna leave the fuel rail right here. Also, I forgot to mention, do not lose these little spacer things, or else you're gonna have to stack up washers. And now that you have your injectors out, should be able to just pull them off one by one, kind of gently, but don't have to be too gentle. Take them, give them a nice little twist, and pull it out. Here's one injector, like that. Boom, put it somewhere safe. And so, boom, now you have your injectors out and you're ready to replace them. These ones are brand new, but these are for a 1.8 and I have a 1.6. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw my old ones that look like this right back in it. Call it good until my new ones that work get here. Peep the brat, peep the brat, peep the sandbar, peep the Vespa. And yeah, hope this helped. Yeah, I want to go back to Hondas. I don't like this car.